Ultraman Cross Avengers or X Avengers, Ultraman Avengers issue 3. It's the second to last issue in the series. And yeah, a lot of big things happened in this issue. But it was, just one issue where a lot of things happened.
It was a very hectic, fast-paced issue. A lot has happened. They're only doing 4 issues for this. I really think they should have done 5 just to get a little more in there, because the first issue was a very long book. The second issue, normal size. Third issue, normal size, and a lot happened. And it was so hectic that, like, for the first portion of the book, like the last couple pages, it sort of slows it down a little to do some dialogue and push what's going to come next.
But then it's one of those Marvel pages, which I feel like it's Marvel a lot that does this, where it's like there's art there, but it's mainly just text and speech bubbles, and you're trying to decipher what is going on because they crammed like a whole book's worth of like plot and scientific explanation into one page, and you're just like
Yeah. But altogether, I enjoyed it. I wish some of the fight with Galactus in this issue kind of got like stretched out a little, so we could have saw a little more. Like, a lot of things were like got like one panel, and some of them felt like there should have been more panels, because it was like all of a sudden it was like, oh yeah, these guys got knocked out by this kaiju. And like, you didn't really see what happened. One minute you see them standing in the next panel, the next minute they're on the floor. You don't actually see if they were hit, if they were blasted. But yeah, it opens up where we last left off. Captain America and crew are heading to the city to stop the kaiju and Galactus attacking. There's kaiju everywhere. Doriko, Gamakujira, Magular, Kamala King, and there's large ones, small ones. So we have Fuji on the ground evacuating with Captain America and the rest, and Miss Marvel, Captain Marvel, and Ultraman are fighting kind of Galactus and the big guys. And like I said, super hectic. Most of these kaiju that I just listed, they each get like a panel to 2 or 3 each, maybe. Crazy fight going on. Like I said, Fuji's on the ground in her iron Fuji suit. It looks like an Iron Man suit instead of having the gold shoulders like Iron Man does. That's the only difference I saw in the comic, was Iron Man had like golden shoulder plates and hers were still red. The red and yellow paint job for her makes no sense to me, honestly. But yeah, I wish she went with silver and red like Ultraman. But anyway, their Iron Man's weapons all finalized. They have Jack coming in with this special energy that they got from Warheim. And they distract Galactus by blasting him with his energy finally. And it turns out that energy was energy from the Land of Light, and Galactus gets a taste of it, and he's like, oh, I need this. He's like, forget Earth. He's like, I need to go consume more of this. He's like, this is incredible. I've never had anything like this. It's like one of those where that meme where the guy tries it, he's like, I'll have 10 of those. Like, that's what happened with Galactus.
Basically.
So yeah, Galactus is like, all right, Earth is saved. I'm leaving. I'm going to go get that energy. Then maybe I'll come back for dessert here. So Earth is saved for now. We learn that energy is energy from the Land of Light. Ultraman's homeworld, Ultra 7's homeworld, Taro's homeworld, Father of Ultra's homeworld, all the Ultras. So he's going to take the fight to the Land of Light. During all this madness, Fuji, like I said, was on the ground with her Iron Man suit, and the Science Patrol showed up to help evacuate people. And then they're like, oh, we're going to arrest you. And she's like, well, you can help me rescue these people like you originally were intended to, or you could arrest me and they could all just get harmed because you were wasting your time arresting me. So they're like, fine, we'll continue this later. So they rescue the people and leave her to be. So Morheim's still there in the background. And then then it cuts to E-Day and Iron Man doing that page that Dan was talking about, just talking all science jargon. That really could have been dumbed down to like a lot, but whatever. We got the whole science jargon page. And they're like, well, what are we gonna do? How are we gonna contact the Land of Light? And Miles suggests, well, we already have one of Galactus's previous heralds, so maybe he's got a way to get in contact or distract Galactus. So they're gonna do something with alien Zareb, who they have in custody. And then it cuts to the Land of Light with Father Vulture talking to Taro, saying there's an object approaching Earth, a being. It's not responding to any of our signals, and we don't know what its intentions are, but it seems like it's got a great power. And Taro's like, well, that's why I'm here. He's like, nobody has ever invaded this Earth, so we know Taro is coming next issue. I mean, we've known from the beginning, the first initial announcement art, Taro was in it, but I'm curious if we will see any other Ultras jump in there, and how the hell everybody's going to make it from Earth to help the fight with Galactus.
Yeah, no, we're going to get to see all that. I feel like, I really hope that the next issue is a big one, because I feel like there's a lot of things that need to happen in here, including maybe somewhat of an epilogue as well. Like, I feel like this is
clearly the way like it was laid out in the second issue, it sounded like more once this Galactus business is done, Shin Hayata, Dan, Fuji, Ide are going to continue their war with Morheim. So I would assume this fifth Ultraman series from Marvel after this would be the conclusion of it. We need to have
who knows how long it's going to take for that to come out. It could be like another 2 years.
Yeah, there was a big gap between the last two, because, I mean, we're talking not July 2024, July 2023 this series was announced, and we're in 2025 with it just about to end in a couple of weeks. Took 2 years, and the Trials of Ultra 7, Mystery of Ultra 7 had been done for quite a bit before that announcement too. So it's been, I want to say it's been almost like 2.5 to 3 years between the two series.
Yeah, it's been some time. So
I mean, I know Matt and
I
Kyle
want
are busy
some
guys.
type of. I don't want them to like end it and then be like, oh yeah, we'll see you on the next series. It's like, no, let's get something here. And leave us a tidbit for the next series.
Yeah,
we're getting Taro for one issue. Who knows how much of that's going to be in there or what that's going to be like. I'm excited. We're just it's coming out this month, right?
I believe so. This month or next month. I don't have a date on it. I can pull it up for now.
You know, it's coming to a conclusion relatively soon, and then I'm assuming probably in the summer we might get the trade paperback for this.
February 26th, so we still got
so another month. So there's a 2-month gap between this issue and the next.
Yes.
All right.
And the trade paperback, I did see it listed recently. It is on Amazon for pre-order and a bunch of June 10th, so it's going to come out.
Yeah, summertime.
Kind of like a month before Ultraman Day, so that's sort of a good thing. It's kind of close to Ultraman month, if you want to say July is Ultraman month. So maybe there'll be some follow-up news after the trade paperback hits. I really hope we'll get an Ultraman Day comic announcement again, which would be very nice. I know Kyle and Matt have a lot going on with the Massive Verse. Matt's got Infernal Girl Red going on. They're releasing that by chapter now. And then Kyle, of course, has everything else going on in the Massive Verse. So there's the two very busy writers and creators when it comes to comic, and it's great having them on this. I really wish they would have got 5 issues for it, though. Honestly, I think
me too.
A 5th issue would have helped them a lot with this series.
Yeah, I agree. It's it's hard to tell. Was it Marvel not giving them the page count or the issues that they needed? Was it them saying like, hey, we'd love to revisit this, but like we are very, very busy. We can only do this much, or who knows what it was, or did Super Raya? Who knows? It could be like a million things as to why.
I've really enjoyed the series. I mean, they've done a great job. This issue just reminded me a lot of the Godzilla vs. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, like issue 4 and 5-ish, where they were like, we made this story like we couldn't figure out how to cram the story into 5 issues, so we're just rushing through the panels. Yeah. The good thing about this one, it's got great art. Francesco Manna has done a fantastic job with it, and everything about it's great.
Been great.
Everything's
it's been great. Like,
everything about it's great. It's just I wish it had a little more.
I would say this is light criticism.
Yes,
and really just hoping for more.
Yes, it's very light criticism. Like I said, I've loved this series. I love what they've done with Ultraman for it, and I really hope we just keep seeing more Ultraman here in the States.
Yeah, me too. I think that they're on a roll, and I hope we see more soon, and I hope that they're a little bit quicker with the next series this time. Maybe we'll hear something in the summer. Along Came with Spider-Man. I think the trade paperback's supposed to be coming out the end of the summer.
Yeah, I want to say like July. That might be like beginning of July. It might be shortly after this, honestly.
Yeah.
That's a series that itself is taking a little bit of a weird turn. It's gotten better the last couple issues, but they're slowing down on it a lot.
Yeah, it's like become a monthly now.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna run a lot longer, and I thought there was gonna be a lot more going on, but I don't know what their plans are for it.
Yeah, no, it's we'll have to see. It's another Marvel Ultraman crossover, but from a very different perspective, and it's just a matter of just like it's just 2 different ways of doing that type of story, and it feels like with that story they're trying to send out a message or do something, but they haven't quite 100%. I think they have the idea in their head, but they don't quite know how to get there. It seems like sometimes.
That series is basically about Spider-Man having like a identity crisis about what he is as a hero and what it means to be a hero. Like he's struggling with the whole concept of being a hero.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're like giving like him a nugget of progression at a time on that in this series. In that series.
Yeah, no, I agree.